Hello everybody, it is Christine. It is time for Scraplift Crafternoon. Let me show you the original. It's an Instagram post by Scrapbook 713. She has kind of this like strips of paper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strips of paper. She did do stitching. I'm not going to be doing stitching, although I do love that texture on there. She does have this kind of diagonal stripe on the white texture cardstock, couple photos, and then she's got this great little journaling tag. Embellishments is kind of going from here to here, with a little tag here as well, so that's kind of cute. I like how she did like a, I think that's a brad through there. I like that. The title's down here. What I've pulled out is I have this collection here. It's Paige Evans Memory. Let's see, what is this? Paige Evans Happy Haven. And I don't have, I have some, the reason I kind of pulled it out is I got like these scraps here. So I thought these would be good for the vertical stripes. Yeah, I've got like 4 just like that. So that's great. And then I can cut this one as well because I had cut out of it. So I got some options. And I have this pretty floral. So I'm thinking I got this white cardstock here. And the photos I have are these silly photos. It was on my birthday actually. And my husband and I were just outside. We'd gone in for some poke bowls. And next door they had this cute little Pink Panther thing. And I said, hey, let's sit down there and take a picture. I'm not going to say they're the best photos like of us necessarily, but I think they're cute. And it's got this pink and purple thing going on, which is kind of perfect for this collection. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to use this floral just because I think the colors come in kind of nicely. So I think I'm going to do that. I still have this to work with, but I don't know that I want to use this one today. We'll see. Depends how much I have with this over here. She also stitched around the outside. I will probably just use a pen and draw like a border. And yeah, so I'm thinking it's going to not take too long, I hope. I do have these stickers yet still for like embellishments and some here. I don't know what's in here. I have to pull that out. But I got some stickers and some embellishments. So I think I can make this work kind of cute. I have to think about the tag situation because, well, let's see. There's a couple of potentials here. There's this one. It's a photo or like a little Polaroid thing. I could use that. There's also this little frame. I'm not sure I've used that one necessarily. Buttons, that doesn't really go necessarily, so I probably won't use that. But I have some florals and stuff, so that's nice. So I'll figure out a way to use these. I don't know if I'm going to have tag or if I'm going to just use this little guy here, and then I can journal and put it behind. So that could be cute. So a little different, but that's okay. This is for inspiration. Okay, so let me do a little cutting and I'll be back on in just a sec. I did pull out my thing full of thickers. These are my colored thickers here because I don't know what my title's going to be. Pink Panther, you know, maybe, or there's probably like a little pun or something I might could find. Let me think on it because it's cute. But yeah, let me cut down and I'll be back on in a second. All right, you guys. So I've taken that white cardstock and trimmed it down by 3/4 of an inch, which is bigger than I normally do because I did want to see a little bit more of that floral. And then I have a green pen. It's a, oh shoot, Stabilo maybe, that I outlined the white cardstock with, and I did kind of do like a little squiggly line every so often on it just to give it a sense of almost stitching, but not. And now I'm taking all my little scraps here and I'm going to cut these little vertical pieces. And I think mine are a little bigger than hers, but I'm okay with that because I was trying to make sure I don't have, I mean, I do still have some scraps left over, but, you know, I'm trying to use some. We'll see how I think I can get at least one more layout after this collection, or after this layout's done with this collection. But anyway, so I'm going to kind of come across here and I'm going to repeat some patterns. She didn't repeat any patterns, but again, I'm trying to use these up and this is what I've got. So I shall be doing so. But yeah, I'm cutting these. Other than the first one, I think they're all 1.5. Maybe not the far right one too, but pretty much I think I did basically 1.5 inch. That piece right there is a little on the short side, and so I will cut that and kind of do the stretch behind the photo thing where it's like looks longer than it is. But I'm messing with this first here. That's another piece that I think I was leaving a little bit wider. And there's my... Oh, and by the way, I'm going to shift them all to the left too because I noticed in the original, she was a little closer to that left-hand side over there, so I'm going to shift that all over as well. And so the next little bit you're going to see, I've glued those all down. I also took my green pen, and where she stitched, I drew a little green line. It looks okay. It doesn't look like stitching, that's for sure. Well, you guys, I had an alarm set, and it went off smack dab in the middle of my voiceover here, so my apologies, I got cut off. But basically, I was just saying that green line I wrote on those little stripes, I would not suggest looks like stitching, but I don't know. It's my little faux stitching option. I did go ahead and mat the photos on white cardstock, and then I went ahead and used that blue floral that I mentioned I might make a stripe out of, and matted the photos with that. And then I did put them up on fun foam, which I did get my little set. I found that the white stuff was the cheapest, by the way, on Amazon, so I got that. I'm going to build these little floral clusters that she had. I started off with the wreath in the upper left, but I decided, no, I like these other pieces over here. So I put those there, and I'm going to not actually use the wreath. I think I set that aside, actually. And then I decided to do Tickled Pink is going to be my title here. I don't have an E in the pink letters, and so I'm going to do Tickle, Tickl apostrophe D. It's going to be my Tickled. And I put that on a little taggy thing, and then pink is going to go in the big letters. So you'll see me, I'm kind of finishing this up. I didn't want y'all to sit there and watch me. I had to kind of adjust those Tickled letters a little bit, so I kind of played with that. So here's me going down the last little bit of pink. Now, I will say her title stretched under kind of both photos, and she had another little thing on top of the photo, on the right-hand photo, so I kind of messed with that little banner there. I started to put it there. I'm going to actually end up moving it. I just didn't like it next to, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it next to Tickled. And besides, she had some little wordy bits underneath her title. So in the end, I'm going to actually move that little banner, but it sits there for just a little bit. So now I've kind of got some florals going. I do end up having to get out, and Saturn had to join us. I do end up getting out some string and all that kind of stuff too, and put it on that tag. You can kind of see I did that. And also I used a brad. I went ahead and got into my stash and got a little green brad for that right-hand tag over there. This little thing here looks a little bit like a little garden stake, and she had a tabby with a date on it, stamped on it. So I went ahead and stamped a date on that little garden tag thing. And so that's going to go in there, and I think that looks really cute, actually. So now I've got my tag over on the right-hand side with my little brad, my bow. I've got some florals kind of going down there in the lower right. Actually, there's some leaves and stuff, too. I will put some of those little edges up on foam. I just kind of like the dimension it offers. And by the way, I did add foam to the florals in the upper left there under kind of the flower parts. And so I kind of built all that out. And let me see what else I got going on. I think I'm just gluing stuff down that I hadn't glued down quite yet. I do like all these little florals. Here's my little tag here. I'm going to write journaling on there. Basically, I'm not sitting with the layout right now, you guys, but it basically just says, Greg took me to Katie for my birthday. We had pokey, and then next door was this fun little setup or something like that. So I thought that was cute. And she did also have a little bird or something on top of her photo, kind of heading off, and I thought that little chicken was on there, and I go, you know what? I'm being a chicken mom right now, so that works perfectly. And then she also had like a little bee up there where I just put that butterfly kind of thing, and then I think she also had like a little ladybug, and so I'm going to add that, or it might have been another little bee, I'm not really sure, but I also have a little ladybug sticker, so I'm going to add that in just a second. I did need to put something underneath that wing of that butterfly. It kind of bugged me that it was just laying there, so add that little piece of foam there. And I think this might be where I find the little ladybugs, and so I'll kind of add those in. Really, that doesn't make a lot of sense with a pink panther, but it's okay. I thought it looked cute with this collection. Actually, I think this is a really fun collection. All the colors are really bright and fun. And I was really happy with these pictures, having that kind of purpley in there and that pink. I just thought it went really well with this collection. This is where I put the foam dots underneath that little banner that I initially had on my photo, and it's going to go underneath our title there. So that is our layout, you guys. I'm going to bring this up in a little slower here. Make sure you check out the playlist. I think we have, with the summertime and stuff like that, we're going to have 8 or 9 playing along, I think, at this point. But definitely check out the playlist and the description, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe. Yeah, there's my little stamp date. Isn't that cute, y'all, that little chicken? And, yeah, so you guys have a great one. I guess I'll see you. I don't know if I have a video up tomorrow or not. Oh, yeah, I should. It's 52 weeks. So check me out tomorrow, and we will see you then. Bye.